Okay, lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Defend yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 3-minute rounds.
Good evening, everybody, and Jamie Kavanagh heading, it may be, towards a very, very attractive-looking showdown against Stephen Ormrod. Who lost to Terry Flanagan in February. That really would be a good-looking fight. Stephen Ormond, Kavanagh, the sort of styles which will gel together, you would think, impressively. Reynaldo Mora, late replacement for this contest. Kavanagh was originally heading for an 8-rounder. Instead, he's got himself a 6-rounder here. Good amateur pedigree. Kavanagh are now fighting out of Spain, originally from Dublin.
He's started nice and sharp, hasn't he? On the front foot, taking his shots lovely, not rushing his work.
Began as a pro with Freddie Roach over in LA, sparred Pacquiao, did Kavanagh. Could be a mixed blessing, I guess.
Well, also, yeah, you know, it gives you the confidence of being around great fighters in the gym, learning what they do, how they approach their training, and also how they approach their fights as well, and their styles. Not so much copying their styles, but just showing how they're always calm and collected. Nice little slip inside there from Kavanagh, the left hook to the body.
We saw him in March. Scored a good victory, 5th round stoppage win, but he did have to get off the floor. He can get caught himself. Sometimes not quite as defensively cute, maybe, as his trainers would wish.
Well, I guess that's a curse of being when you're an offensive fighter. You're always going to be susceptible to getting caught coming forward. You know, it's hard to keep moving forward, moving the head constantly and trying to be aggressive. That's what you have to try and do, but to do it all the time is difficult. So sometimes aggressive fighters are the ones who sometimes tend to feel the brunt of the power of their opponent.
His one defeat was a couple of years ago against Daniel Ruiz, KO'd in 6, but he's won 3 on the spin since then. Nice body shot, good left hand. Mora, originally from Nicaragua.
Lovely uppercut there from Kavanagh. Nice little short one, just let Mora walk onto the shot pretty much.
First time he's fought in the UK, now based in Barcelona. He has been stopped on a couple of occasions, so I wonder if Kavanagh's going to be able to get him out of there, maybe.
Do you know what, I think he might, but by the looks of the first round, you know, he's really just doing everything he wants. Nice and relaxed, as I said earlier, and not rushing any of his work. He just seems like he's taking his time, showing good patience. I think if he stepped up the pressure a little bit in the last 20 seconds or even in the next round, I think he can get a start over here.
Nice variety of punches. He's switching attack from body to head pretty well, and Mora has been clipped a couple of times by left hooks, not full on as yet, but you just wonder. Oh, and just missed by a touch there. Mora coming back in the closing seconds of the round and landing fairly flush with the right hand, but shows maybe that there's not too much power there as Kavanagh just blinks and makes his way back to the corner.
It was a good right hand from Mora at the finish. The only real success he had in the round, but for me, Kavanagh looked really good, really solid. The variety in his punches as well. Just looking, even though he's coming forward, he's always looking for the gaps in the defence, which is not hard, to be honest. Mora's got a pretty loose defence, but Kavanagh taking full advantage of that, and I think he looked really good. Look at that, the variety in his work, body, head, mixing it up with uppercuts as well. Good work.
It's come through a lot, Jamie. His dad murdered last year. Taken out by a couple of assassins, apparently, in the south coast of Spain, an attack in a bar near Marbella. That's a lot for a young fella to cope with. Second round then of this 6-rounder. Fairly comfortably taking the opening 3 minutes, Barry.
Oh, it was too easy for him, possibly, but only because he came out. No, he didn't come out too defensive or too cautious. He came out very possibly, but still, like I said, wasn't over eager with his work, didn't try too hard. Showed a good mature display in the first round.
The fight against Ormond would be a good fight, wouldn't it? And the sort of thing which would be a big seller over in Dublin, maybe.
Oh, it'll be a massive fight in Dublin, that's for sure. And a crowd pleaser for all the fans watching, either in whatever arena it gets or on a TV, because Ormond, lovely right uppercut there from Mora coming in. But
wouldn't be the worst in the National Stadium, would it?
Oh, brilliant. Mora does. Ormond doesn't stop coming forward, that's for sure. So it's a million punches, and Kavanagh would want to meet him in the centre of the ring as well and show his strength. So it'll be a cracking fight. Which Ormond, for me, would obviously start the favourite.
Mora just digging in and rallying a little here in the second round.
It's good work from Mora. So he's not twitching from the waist. There's not too much power in those shots, but they're certainly landing. I just think Kavanagh needs to get behind that solid jab. There you go. Just stop Mora from coming forward. Just take his confidence away with the jab, and then start going back to work in those combinations.
Nice looking bill tonight. I'm looking forward to that British Featherweight Championship fight between Ryan Walsh and Samir Munem. Almost get his name right. Samir Munemne from Hull. And I know that Munemne's backers really fancy his chances.
Well, you would as well, John. I think it's a genuine 50-50 fight. Munemne looked really good against Warrington in the early rounds, let's be honest. It's only Warrington's resolve that got him through those early rounds, the shots he had to take, and the fitness of Warrington. And also he's beaten the former world champion as well. So, and Walsh carries the more power. That's a really cracking fight. And not a bad fight. This one at the moment, I've got to be honest. Mora's done well.
Yep.
I think Kavanagh's taken over a little bit again in this round, but not having all his own way. And it's because he's just giving away a little bit of ground.
We saw a defeat last week for Bradley Saunders, which I don't think too many people anticipated out of that Macklin gym. A massive upset if Kavanagh were to lose here. A shake of the head from Mora to suggest that he wasn't being hurt, and inevitably that proves that he probably was. Closing stages of that second round, Kavanagh was getting to him. Yeah, nice little short right hand there for Kavanagh, but Mora started very brightly, landing with plenty of shots in the first half of the round. I just think Kavanagh maybe just upped the gears a little bit, but still not as positive as I thought he would have been in the second round there, Kavanagh. He started so positive in the first round, nice and relaxed. He did up the pace a little bit more.
No te quede con pom, quédate pam, pam, para que el último golpe sea explosivo y fuerte, ¿vale? Bien, cuando él te acerca, lo que tú le echas allí las cuerdas de puta madre, dime. Pero hazle los golpes por dentro para que él no te pueda agarrar, ¿vale? Cuando te meta, recuerda una cosa, ¿no? Cuando te meta dentro, en vez de la derecha recta, intenta cruzarla. ¿Vale?
Well, I'm not hearing that. Those instructions coming in Spanish.
Sí, bien trabajo, bien trabajo. Solamente quiero que te pongas un poco disfruta.
Kavanagh had a very good amateur record, 168-12. He claims silver in the World Youth Championships in Mexico back in 2008. Moved over to Spain as a boy, although obviously Irish-born.
Lovely left hook there, Kavanagh again. You've got to stay in the centre of the ring there, Kavanagh. Push Mora back with the jab. Make a little space for himself to let those punches go. When he lets his punches go in combinations, he looks good.
And one thing you can absolutely guarantee, if he does eventually get that fight against Ormond really doesn't make too many backward steps, does he? Physically strong, and he'll be right in his face. That's a good shot.
Great shot there from Kavanagh. Well, that's just what I just noticed with Kavanagh. He looked really good in the first round, but he didn't look like he had too much strength there in the second round, and that was quite a surprise, because he looked solidly built. And that'll be a problem if he does get up against Ormond, because Ormond is as strong as a bull, as we know. But still boxing well here.
Great fight against Terry Flanagan as well, wasn't it? Flanagan won it in the end, but it was a terrific tussle.
It was a great way to spend Valentine's night, John.
One of them.
Sharp little left hook again there from Kavanagh. That's the key for him, that left hand. Good work.
Mora doesn't look as though he's got the power to really put him under sustained pressure. The famous last words, but no evidence of it so far, even though he has managed to get through on occasion. Another right hand from Kavanagh, thudding into the head of Mora.
You've got a little suspicion that Mora, he hasn't been troubled really since he got a little bit troubled in the first round. Even though Kavanagh's landed with some lovely punches, clean shots, but Mora looks like he's sort of waiting to maybe rally in the last 30 seconds or so. That's what it looks like to me. He's not being very conservative with himself with his punches.
Well, coming up now towards those last 30 seconds, Kavanagh almost encouraging Mora to come on. Well, there you go, and he obliges with a solid right hand.
And a left hook as well to follow.
Seems funny to hear an Irish lad getting all his instructions in Spanish, doesn't it? Particularly when you heard the interview beforehand. Sounds as though he's just come straight out of Dublin, doesn't he? Well, that was an emphatic round for Kavanagh. He won it.
Yeah, no, I think he won it because he's the only one throwing punches for the most part. I just think the last little bit Mora kept a little bit in reserve to try and rally a little bit, but all the quality work and the majority of the punches were thrown by Jamie Kavanagh, who was winning the fight but not having everything his own way. Lovely long left hook there.
Crowd who turned up here pretty early for a long night of boxing, being well entertained by this bout. Wembley Arena slowly filling up. There'll be a rip-roaring atmosphere later on, I am sure. Buglioni due to be in the ring. You're just watching and sort of channel hopping. He'll be in the ring after the rugby ends. What rugby, Barry? Into the fourth round of this sixth rounder. Kavanagh in the brown shorts. He's done enough to have taken the first 3 rounds. Referee Bob Williams, the man doing the scoring.
And also, he's boxed well, I feel.
Left hand again, catching Mora once more, but the Nicaraguan taking it well, and again a shake of his head.
That was good there from Kavanagh. He threw the jab, he didn't throw it, it wasn't a body punch or a headshot, it was right to the chest, and then the right hand over the top. He's had to work hard, man. The last 3 rounds, Kavanagh, he's boxed at a high pace.
Really like to see a fight like this, Barry, rather than somebody just coming in and, you know, covering up and just going through the motions. Mora's at least giving it a bit of a go. Familiar figure wandering around backstage. I wonder if he's going to be getting a glimpse of some of this early action. One of my favourite boxers of all time is here tonight with the WBA World Super Middleweight Champion Fedor Kudinov. That's Roy Jones Jr., who we've seen on Box Nation this week. He was a fabulous fighter back in the day.
Good from Kavanagh, lovely work. Good head movements, good movement from the waist as well, coming back with sharp shots. He's been good tonight. I sort of think against someone like Ormond, he might worry that with his physical presence, his strength, he looks like he can be maybe pushed back a little bit, but you know, the variety in his work, and concentration levels are good.
Ormond has that insistence about him, doesn't he? He's sort of machine-like in the way he keeps throwing punches, and Mora doesn't have that sort of work rate.
No. But also, with that as well, that he might have walked onto a shot as well, my Mora, if he was trying to be a little bit more aggressive, a little more ambitious.
There's that left hand again, but once again, Mora just blinks, takes it, and throws a couple back himself, and ends the round well. A nice touch of gloves between them.
Well, as he did in the last couple of rounds, ended the round well, but just still not enough. Kavanagh bossing everything with some good, clean, and nice, sharp, good-looking work as well. Again, as look to let his punches go.
Fifth round of the sixth rounder coming up. That's exactly what I expect you to be doing, Sunshine. That's my trans.
He steps behind the jab a little bit more, and he's just a little bit closer with the right hand. He punches through the target rather than just land on the target, and that might make a little bit more of an impression on the resistance of Mora.
Fifth round. Kavanagh's corner getting pretty animated. They want him to step on this guy now and really put it on him.
But he looked at it after the first round that if Kavanagh upped the pace, that he would get the stoppage. Looks less likely now for me, but
Mora doesn't really want to engage either. He's going walkabout at the moment, and I guess you'd be only know at first hand. If somebody doesn't want to engage, it's difficult to actually tag the guy.
Yeah, it is. That's how I used to box, John.
Couple of nice body shots from Kavanagh. Oh, that's a solid right hand from Mora.
But to be honest, Kavanagh sort of invited that, because when Mora's let his hands go, Kavanagh trying to be defensive, which is not a bad idea, but he's giving away too much ground. I think he can stay and roll and come back with a shot.
There's an acknowledgement from Kavanagh that it was a decent shot. You might have seen the little nod of the head.
It's a good combination there from Kavanagh.
Mora coming into this fight on the back of 4 straight defeats. And it's looking pretty inevitable that he's going to rack up another one here unless Kavanagh does something stupid in the remaining time of this contest.
Nice little left hook in there as well from Kavanagh. Just maybe telegraphing the right hand a little bit, because that's the punch he's had success with. Just like to see maybe hook off the jab and then let that right hand go there from Kavanagh. The right hand there from Mora though.
Plenty of punches coming in from Mora. Slightly slappy look about them. They're sort of arm punches, weren't there? There was no shortage of them.
No, but enough of them are landing though. No. It's good from Kavanagh getting that overhand right. Just dipped his legs as well, looked like he was going to go to the body. And threw that right hand over the top.
Left hand straight low from Kavanagh. Another one right on the boundary. Jumps nicely to the body. Well, just 3 minutes remaining. Not sure what that's about. Whatever. And that's the best spell, maybe, that Mora's had. And there's the nod of the head from Kavanagh, who acknowledged that that was a pretty solid right hand he was clipped with there. Another one.
Yeah. But Kavanagh, he invited that trouble for himself, really, just by putting himself on the ropes, trying to be defensive, but not really. What he should have stayed low. You've got to spin on the front foot. Get the big part of the ring on you, behind you, not the ropes behind you.
The 1 draw and 1 defeat, looking as though he's heading for number 19. Maybe not quite as emphatically as he would have hoped, but he's boxed pretty well.
Do you know what? I think he has boxed well. It looked like he was going to get the stoppage after the first round, and maybe that's where we're sort of being a little bit slightly disappointed, but I think he's boxed well.
And maybe we underestimated Mora a little. First time that we've seen him outside either Nicaragua, a country of his birth, or Spain.
Well, he looks naturally a lot bigger than Kavanagh, that's one thing. Maybe that means he can absorb the punches better.
Left hand which looked suspiciously low.
But the shot selection's been pretty good from Kavanagh, I think. And he's shown an urgency to try and get his work done. He's trying to stay on the...
Oh, that's a solid right hand. And again, you see the corner man there urging him to get on Mora, having landed that one good shot. Don't stand back and admire your work.
I think he's just a couple of inches short, though, of getting a real solid connection with punching through the tag, as he said earlier, with the right hand. He just needs to slide that left foot a little bit closer to the target. And that's why stepping in behind a double jab or hooking off the jab, if you look close to the target and then punch through to the back of the head rather than just trying to land direct on the chin.
5'8" Kavanagh stands, but you can see Mora is by an inch or two the taller man. He certainly fights taller than Kavanagh as well.
Yeah, and he looks bigger as well to me. Kavanagh 5'8" is a good size for a lightweight. Again, see, hits the target. The technique's good from Kavanagh, but he's just touching the target.
Note for your diary, of course, Terry Flanagan is going to be fighting on October the 10th. You'll watch that on Box Nation. Meanwhile, here comes Kavanagh, trying to really hit the accelerator now in the final minute and provide a grandstand finish for his fans.
He didn't touch the target with that right hand. He's nice and close. And he comes through the target. Lovely shot. That's good again from Kavanagh.
Mora takes them again.
Oh, lovely shot again. Boxing well. And he has shown a good fitness, but he's worked really hard.
Maintaining a good work rate in this final 30 seconds up towards the final bell. Just not been able to find the big shot he's been looking for to really put Mora in trouble. He's clipped him a few times with left hooks and with that right over the top. That's a nice jab as well.
Yeah, the jab's been good for him, hasn't it?
But Mora's taken it all. And there's the final bell, and there can only be one winner, and Mora knows it.
Well, I quite enjoyed that, I've got to be honest. I think Mora could have done a lot more, I think. But I think if he would have done more, he might have been in more trouble as well. So he was quite reluctant to be too aggressive. I think Kavanagh was very aggressive, showed some lovely clean combinations, fast work. That was when he did step close to the target to let that solid right hand go.
You got it to shut out, Barry?
Yeah, I have, yeah. I really have. And I don't think there'd be much dispute in that, to be honest. It's a little worry for Kavanagh when stepping up a level that he hasn't got the physical strength to maybe mix it with some of the other guys, but his technique is really good, and his attitude and his fitness is spot on. So I thought it was a good display there from Jamie Kavanagh.
Plenty of support in the crowd. Sizable Irish community, of course, in North London. Kavanagh, popular lad. Is he going to get the result that he believes is going to be his? Just having the glove taken off, then he'll join the referee, and then we can get the verdict from Mark Burtis.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee scores the contest 60 points to 57. The winner in the blue corner, from Dublin, Ireland, Jamie Kavanagh!
Well, nice opener, and that scorecard means that the referee scored 3 of those rounds level. But Kavanagh not losing it. The score given us 60 points to 57, and he gets the anticipated victory.
Congratulations there to Jamie Kavanagh. Mora just getting out of the ring there behind Andy Lee, you can see